6'9", number 3, Jaden McDaniels. At the point, at 6'6", number 2, Lonzo Ball. At the center position, standing 6'11", number 33, Miles Turner. The other guard.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. And as we're into the middle of the season now, GA, how much of a rhythm are teams in for their day-to-day activity?
I mean, most teams should have found their flow by now, and they know their rotations and guys are in the groove of the season. I mean, that's not the case for every team, unfortunately.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Thompson out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's Young in at the 1. On offense, here are the Thunder. It's a 3-point game. Here's Wright. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Round the pass to Young. He dishes it to Thompson. Williams kicks to Young. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Here's Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You look at the Thunder style of play, very fast-paced.
And because of that, they put up a lot of shots. And their goal really is to overwhelm you and wear you down. Of course, they allow plenty of shot attempts as well.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Greg, you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
And DB, as we look ahead here, the Thunder seem to be well-positioned for sustained success.
They certainly do, Kevin, and the reason you say that is because Oklahoma City has not only amassed a tremendous amount of young talent, their culture is in place and they have a history of developing young talent. Now it's about building consistent habits and making sure that translates to winning.
New York needs to get off a shot. Connects from 3-point range.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the D focuses in on him.
And it's Wright missing.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
On the wing, Giannis. McDaniels defending. Giannis high post. Working on McDaniels. Antetokounmpo passes to Bryant. And here's Young from the arc. That one misses. Excellent D there from Ball. And right, here we go. Ball kicks to Bain. Right against Young. Shoots a fader. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Knocked away and stolen by Wright. To halt the run and finished off by Wright.
Yeah, and Ball, transcendent talent. I think has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Now, here is Young. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Excellent D there from Ball. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Wright. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Antetokounmpo. And no good that time. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against New Orleans. You know, Greg, one thing you got to admire about Miles Turner is how sensational a shot blocker he is. Every year among the leaders in the NBA.
And Kevin, such a dependable defensive anchor. Someone that just reads shooters well, knows when to go after the block.
And so Wright nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And so Young will bring it up for New York. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. When you look at this Knicks roster, Greg, this is a team that feels it can make a deep playoff push.
And they have their stars. They have tons of young talent. Developing that talent and adding a piece or two should get them where they want to go.
Now, here is Young against Charlotte. He was really on his game. Brown finds Thompson. That 3 off the mark. The Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Right inside. He's covered by Brown, and that one's good. Right.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Young. And that time, also a missed shot.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now here's Williams. No scoring in this one. Out to Thompson for 3. Brown outside. Pass to Thompson from past the arc. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, the ability to rise and fire off the catch has defined Klay Thompson.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Second team foul.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw drops for Wright. And a new group in for the Knicks. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Robert Williams. Stewart comes in for Antetokounmpo. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Brown. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Thompson. Now, here's Porter. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Count it.
When he's going, KPJ is a deadly offensive player. Can beat you in so many ways, including off the bounce.
Here's Wright. And he overshot that one, missing. Throws it up high. And Duren slams it in.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Here's Wright. Oh, that's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Giannis, he's checked in for the Knicks. Rose comes in for Trae Young. There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Wright. Another shot. The Knicks pull it in.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Under trailing by 4. Turner with the screen for Wright. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wright's got 14 points for the game.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Giannis drives in. Count that one.
And the strength Giannis has in his upper body allows him to just brush off the contact and complete that play.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Knicks leading by... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
Robert Covington out there with Wright. Then there's Peyton. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Noel in at the foul. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. New York City remains a basketball mecca. NYC legends and former Knick Mark Jackson always talks up the basketball environment. He says, coming up in New York, it's all about the grit, the grind, the edge, the competitiveness, the swag, the confidence, the struggle, and the embracing of the bright lights. Kevin?
Well, it's all there, and it is the biggest stage for sure. David, thanks. Rose can't hit.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
In regard to the Thunder, they had to go through, Greg, a rebuilding process not too long ago.
Yeah, it was a tough couple years, but they had a plan in place and did it the right way. They made some smart signings and created a very balanced roster.
Going inside, that's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And that is one of Derrick Rose's signature moves. May not be as fast as he once was, but boy, that explosive first step remains.
And that one's good. Right. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for New York. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. Outside Rose puts up a deep three. And it's Noel with the rebound.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Outside Porter, pass to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And that one's good. Noel.
That's what you call using your agility to perfection. Nerlens Noel, a threat in the pick and roll.
The pass to Duren. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's good. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Oklahoma City trailing. Right outside. And it's blocked. Peyton against Beasley. Over Peyton. No good from Beasley.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Outside Covington. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And the foul called on Thunder. That's foul number 2 for him. And coaches have these sayings, Doris. Among them, the ball finds energy. What does that mean?
It means, Kevin, that the ball honors basketball players who play the right way. In other words, play hard, try cutting, rebounding, pursuing loose balls. If you're playing with energy, you... Actually, the rest takes care of itself. We know Mr. Beasley wants to drain it from distance, especially if you give him any kind of space.
And the dunk by Wright.
And he He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Yeah. Right side. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. To the paint. Kicks it out to Beasley. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation for the Knicks. Williams is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Troy Brown comes in for Malik Beasley. And Trae Young subbed in for Porter.
Brown Jr. Trae Young.
Brown against Wright.
Remaining in the first half, 2 minutes.
Inside. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And block. That one goes careening off the glass. Young, good.
Assist goes to
1:43 left here in the second. Thunder trailing by 7. It's right on the wing. He's covered by Brown, and that one's good. Wright's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
They set the screen. And here's Young from the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Wright's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
We've got 1:13 left in the first half of basketball. They grabbed their own miss. Wright. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Wright's got 28.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
And here's Young from the arc. Another miss by Young.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
Duran pulls it in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The shot's good. Brown's got 5.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Wright against Williams. Wright outside. Pass to Noel. Outside Covington. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Here comes your score changes, everybody. Get down and show them some love.
On the clock. A wide open look here for Wright.
Come on.
And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
Still Thunder ball.
So it's the Thunder now, trailing by 5. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Wright outside. Blocked again. They retain possession. Count it. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Knicks lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
Looking at the Knicks, they've gotten comfortable in this number 3 spot on the board, Ernie. I mean, to be honest, that seems like the right place for them.
They've shown themselves to be, I guess, a dangerous team, Jet. Nobody wants to. And we return our attention to tonight's featured game as the Knicks had a closely contested first half.
When you look at the metrics.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by Thunder.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the court for the Knicks, they've got Trae Young. Williams is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Brown, and it's Thompson in at the 2-guard spot. To the inside, Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Brown against Wright, and it's Ball in the corner. Back to Wright. Just 5 on the clock. Down low, here's McDaniels, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and rebounded by McDaniels. Thunder trailing by 5. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. They got for us, D.A.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Trae Young has been talking smack from a young age. He said if I was doing something nice, I wanted to let them know about it. Once he got to the NBA, Trae says, I was more of a fan of the guys I was going against. Once I got out of that mindset and started being competitive, talking a little trash, that's when everything clicked. Kevin?
David, not shy at all. Thank you. Young outside. Thompson outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Thompson from the arc. The Thunder pull it in.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Young finds Brown. New York moving it around. Giannis inside. Working on McDaniels. The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Wright looking around. Turner with a screen for Wright. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And it's Wright missing. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Knicks. The lead is 2. Young against Bain. Brown outside.